I think at this point I just have to accept that, yeah, this is just gone. I mean, I can fix stuff over here, but the drawbridge, it's just gone. I'm just gonna have to live with that because I don't really feel like trying to make another. I mean, could, but don't they take like 20 minutes to put together or something anyway? Oh, come on, I can't even type. Drawbridge, reinforced drawbridge, 15 minutes. Okay, so not as long as I thought, but just the same, quite a long while. Don't really feel like doing that, but really kind of what I wanted to do today was, one, basically clean the place up, and I think maybe by way of me killing the game and then reopening it, a bunch of stuff has since vanished because this is not the same day as I recorded the last one. So cool. On that front, there's less to clean up. That's a good thing, I think. It's a good thing. But really, I wanted to kind of just clean up, see what remains here, and then just kind of take a look and decide whether it's really worth going through the trouble of, kind of doing this stuff over again and trying to really improve this base, now understanding what it's like to get hit by 24 zombies at once versus 8, because 8 was not really much of a challenge. I mean, really, this place is total overkill if you're only facing 8 zombies at a time, but when you're facing 24, or, if you further change things, maybe you're facing, hey, stop that, 36 or 48 or whatever you're doing, whatever your system can handle, because let's be honest, that many zombies is quite the killer on your system, then, maybe this isn't good as it is. So that's kind of what I really wanted to do, is just spend some time looking at this today and just evaluating what can be done. Well, technically, a lot of things can be done. I mean, there are all sorts of things that could be done. That's, not like this is the only way to do things. And even within the confines of this particular design, there's still a lot that can be done. And look at this. This is kind of crazy. I mean, the zombies, that is, really didn't do a whole lot. I mean, I guess they did, but I mean, there are some missing blocks over on that side, which is to be expected because the real problem you end up with is that the zombies end up covering all the spikes. So really what it kind of comes down to is, am I interested in rebuilding this one more time just to have one more go at it and see what happens with maybe like a full steel or a full reinforced steel building? Part of me wants to see what that looks like. Part of me is thinking, oh, that just sounds like insanity. Like, come on. Don't you have better things to do than that? Probably do. But I don't know. That sounds kind of like a fun challenge. How insane can this be? And I bet the answer is pretty darn insane. But I mean, look at all this stuff. They totally wrecked everything over here, which I would expect because this is all just wood or very lightly reinforced wood, essentially. I mean, this is not very sturdy stuff. So, but I would have expected that my drawbridge would last longer than it did. I mean, even one of these blocks, weren't some of these blocks concrete too, the reinforced stuff? So I don't know. I mean, it's kind of a tough call. I'm not sure how much I really want to spend on this. One thing I really would like to do, and this I find kind of confounding, I'd like to make an auger. So I pulled up my recipes just to see if there's a recipe for auger blade within the mod, and you can see there is, but the auger blade requires an auger blade. So I don't understand how that works. Now, in the interest of experimentation, just because I'm curious, the thought just kind of occurred to me, maybe there's just a typo on that, and it doesn't really do it this way. And I don't know, maybe I should just go in and modify the recipe myself, but I'm just kind of curious here. What would happen if I try taking everything over to a workbench, and with the exception of the blade, because I don't have a blade, but take the steel and the repair kit over there. Can I maybe just craft one? That'd be cool, because if we could get an auger going, that actually gives me something to play for, because those are kind of fun to mess with. Yes, I know. Totally destroy that thing super quickly with all the digging I'd end up doing, but at the same time, they are kind of fun to play with, and I haven't had a chance to play with one in a long time because they're such a pain to find anymore. Used to be you just, find an auger as is and you're good to go, but it's not how it works anymore, of course. So Let me just go ahead and grab, let's see, we need a repair kit, so I have several of those handy. And I'm pretty sure I have a bunch of steel waiting for me over in the workshop, so let's go ahead and run over there. I also had the thought we could spend a bunch of points today. Maybe pull in a wandering horde and use those points for sort of combat perks, that sort of thing. That might be kind of fun. There we go. There's a bunch of metal there. All right, so just out of curiosity, I know this isn't going to work, but yeah, see, it still wants me to have an auger blade, which I have to think that's a typo, and that is not meant to be in there. Because why would you use an auger blade to make an auger blade? I don't understand that. I mean, is it like some sort of upgrade thing? It just doesn't make sense to me. So, I mean, you'd have to make sure your toolsmithing, your weaponsmithing, whatever, is super high. Otherwise, you're going to take a good blade and make a crappy one out of it. And that seems so counterintuitive that can't possibly be correct. I did bring some ramp and various other frames out with me just to kind of repair things, so I could just kind of get a feel for just how messed up this is. There you go. And then these guys, wow, yeah, see, they really did a number of those zombies. I mean, bravo. Good job. I was glad to see that, we actually had a bit of a challenge this time. That was kind of fun. It's been a while since a horde has felt like anything other than a joke, really, so boo to you, Alpha 15. You really screwed things up, I'm just saying. And I understand why they did, again, performance reasons, but man, Alpha 15 really messed up hordes and made them kind of boring, which is really a shame because hordes are one of the reasons that this game works so well. Having something to look forward to every 7 days, it gives you purpose in the game. Look at that, I actually jumped over those spikes without hitting one. That's impressive if I do say so myself, because I normally step on every spike possible. That's not too bad. We hear a dog. I don't hear a dog. Thought I heard a dog. That is not too bad, though. I mean, all things considered, I think if we make some spikes here... Oh... I mean, we could make some of those, but here, we'll just do some wood ones for now. I don't even know what we need. 10 probably is not sufficient, but I'll take them anyway. So you're going to go right there. It's funny, I was looking at skills earlier and going, man, I didn't even put a single point into any of the upgraded archery options. That seems like a bad idea, which is to say I probably should have, because I bet we could do a lot more damage that way. But, it's all good. I'm going to need a few more of these guys, so here, let me just go ahead and queue up a few more of them, just to be on the safe side. I'm going to try not to walk on these. Now, these ones right here should be steel, so... Wow, look at that. Those got degraded hard. That's crazy. That's using a lot of steel to repair those. Yeah, see, I couldn't keep them repaired with the gasoline I had because all the corpses and zombies milling about got in the way. How much steel did that take? Wow! That took a boatload of steel. That is nuts. I kind of want to go hit the trader again, I'll be honest with you. I kind of want to hit him one more time just to see if I can get an auger blade or, a fully functional auger or something. I really, really want to play with one. It's been so long, and I mean, really, I kind of have fun with them, so, it seems like it might be a kind of fun thing to do. Play with an auger? I mean, come on, that sounds fun, right? I think it does. I mean, you might not, and that's totally okay. You don't have to think it sounds great, but I think it sounds like a good time, so maybe what I find to be a good time and you find to be a good time is different, but, whatever, it's all good. Now, let's put these back together. And I know, there's one outside I have to get to because of how I placed that, and that's cool. And we'll do something like this. Do we really need to do that? No, here, let me do that one. Duh. Before I do exactly what I just did again. Except that one I wouldn't even be able to get to. It would just be a random frame sitting there. That would be silly. That would accomplish nothing. There we go. Put those together. Let me fix this one. So more steel. Just, you know, theoretically putting stuff back together. Here we have this wide open to zombies. Whatever, it's fine. I don't really care. I mean, the biggest problem really is that I can't seem to ride my mini bike over it. So I guess maybe what I do is just go out that way. That might actually work, just to do something like that. Here, how about this? Let me grab these frames here, just for giggles. Because none of this really matters. I mean, I can get in and out one way or another. There we go. That should let me jump in and out just fine, I think. So we're going to check these guys right quick. What is the restock time? 32 minutes. I am kind of interested in taking all of those, so we'll buy all of them. I don't have 4,000 dukes on me, so let me grab some money. Let's see, I'm going to grab those gas cans. I'm going to grab those dukes. I feel like I should put some of this junk back, but I don't even know what to get rid of at this point. You know, and there's all sorts of stuff we could probably sell, too. I mean, could sell a bunch of antibiotics. Okay, maybe not a bunch, but I mean, we could easily sell several of them. I mean, yeah, they're only 90 bucks each, though, so that's not worth it. Mead, are you worth anything? I mean, we can make a bunch of beer. There are all those crops out there that have yet to be harvested. I mean, I don't know what to do with some of this stuff. It's, I mean, it's all useful stuff, don't get me wrong, but I kind of don't know what to do with it. Let's drink a little water first before we get running, because we are going to get out of here. We're just going to head over to the trader right now, I think. And then, what do we have that we could get rid of here? Nothing terribly exciting. I mean, I could get rid of a bunch of ammunition. You know, I mean, I'm not really using pistol ammo, so why not? I mean, that still leaves a lot. Plus, there are a bunch of hollow point, well, maybe not a bunch, but quite a few. And then all these ammo supply boxes, so sure, we'll get rid of that. Maybe we can get rid of a couple of pistols. I don't know. You could sell a couple of these guys off. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're not going to be able to sell that many of them, but I'll take them. I'll take them just the same. We'll sell a few of them, at least. I don't want to take the really good ones. I probably should, but I don't really feel like doing that. Hazmat boots. Military boots. Sure, we'll go ahead and take those. Hazmat mask. Leather boots. We're going to leave those lying around. Those are the ones that I bought some time back, so we're keeping those ones. Military helmet. We'll go ahead and take that one. And I think that's probably good enough. Let's go ahead and grab the bike one more time. And we'll just kind of see this. What does the morning and the new day with the trader bring to us? Oh, this is going to be painful trying to get out, isn't it? Let me do one last thing here, too. Let me just dump what I have in there. Another 12. There you go. Boom, done. Good. Perfect. Oh, that is so bright I can't see. See, that works great. No worries about getting out now. Works just fine. So we're going to kind of let the trader here be the deciding vote upon what we do. Because, like I said, there are things I would still like to do, and I kind of like the idea of rebuilding everything with steel. So if we need to do that, there are some more steel upgrades back at home. I'm just saving all the money just in case we find some really fun stuff to play with over here. I'm not sure what, aside from an auger, would really determine things, but there might be one or two other things I can think of that would make this particularly interesting. Part of the problem is, I mean, I enjoy this game a lot, but at some point I kind of feel like I just need to start over again, because once you start hitting day 30, day 40, it kind of just becomes, I don't know, kind of a given. I mean, and it's not. I know it's not, but it kind of feels like it becomes a given that, you know, you can kind of handle everything coming your way. It's not a big deal. I mean, at this point, I can easily just go make a new mini bike. Boom, done. Mini bike is fixed up and perfect. Have all sorts of guns. I mean, we have 100 some odd, around 100 points to spend, 100 some odd points. I don't know. I mean, I was thinking it'd be kind of fun just to pump up shotguns, because I was kind of annoyed with how they didn't really work very well against the Horde. So, I mean, that would be kind of a fun thing to do. You know, there are definitely some fun things to play with. And it's like, man, you look at how much ammo we have on the shotgun, too. So we could totally do that. I can't see where I'm going because I was trying to drink some water. There we go. The day I'm recording this, I'm going to hope that by the time this episode actually airs, I feel normal. The day I'm recording this, nope. I actually felt better yesterday than I do today. That's a crappy thing to say anytime you're trying to recover from something. You never want to feel worse the day after a day. Or, you know, you don't want to feel better and then feel worse than you were. That's garbage. So, ow. That hurt. That hurt. I probably jumped down here a little too early for where the trader location is too, but that's all right. We'll manage. And, you know, like I was saying, if we need to make a new bike, we make a new bike. It's not really that difficult to do. I think this is about where I cut over. Yeah, it sure is. So, see, I thought I saw the light over there, but I just wanted to make sure by checking the map. What can I say? I'm super careful that way. Here we go. Yeah, see, there's the trader right there. We'll avoid the water. I still don't know what happens if you ride the mini bike into water, but I can only assume it's a bad thing. Do we have anything left on the bike? Not a thing. Oh, look at that. I left the door open. Bad me. Bad me. Maybe we could pick some blueberries. That might be kind of fun. Let's go see what Jimmy's up to. Jimmy the jerk. Jimmy who likes to call me names even though I'm bringing him the things he wants, so... I just don't understand this guy. What can I say? You look like you have the same stuff you did yesterday. Except you can actually see it now because I don't have a cat in the way. This looks like the exact same stuff to me. Maybe it's not, but yeah, this is all the stuff I sold you. Can I still can't sell you this junk? Can I sell you that junk? There you go. That's kind of a shame. I was really hoping he would have some new stuff. That I feel like I've been I don't know, I don't feel like that's really what I wanted to see. Like I wanted to go and see one more set of stuff. I didn't realize it was going to take that long to respawn his stuff. If you're going to take... That's an actual real-world countdown, isn't that? Yeah, that sure is. So that means that's going to be a good couple of game days. That's a little too much for me. Here's my plan, then. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I have 2 post boxes at home, 2 mailboxes at home. I'm going to make another one because in the time it takes me to make another one, by the time that is finished, we'll be able to actually probably respawn the other 2. They'll be a few minutes behind, but here's the idea. I'm going to go ahead and head back to base. We're going to build a new mailbox. We'll respawn the 2 existing mailboxes and see if anything of interest shows up, the kind of things I'm looking for, primarily auger stuff, that sort of thing. But if anything really interesting shows up on those mailboxes that we can buy, we're going to go ahead and buy them and continue things. And if not, well, we do have some other stuff we can do within the 7 days world, probably. Or, you know, there are always other games we can play, too. I mean, nothing else. There's that Conan game that came out. Still haven't even... Well, there's still more to do in that one, I think. Although, that game, I believe, has some issues as a single-player game. So, that probably needs a little dev attention to make that a little more palatable for single-player. It's enjoyable, but it's lacking a few things. Namely, the thralls seem to be completely useless in solo, as far as I can tell. At least the military-type thralls. They just kind of look like they're worthless, so I don't know. Anyway, I'll meet you back at base where we will basically discover the fate of this particular series. With a merchant delivery box in hand, we're going to drop one more down and see what fate has in store for us. I'm going to say right there looks fine. I don't really know. We'll start with one of the original ones. You are just garbage. You are similarly garbage. And you, brand new one, you're also garbage. All right, I'm not saying anything that I really wanted that I feel would be enough to keep this one rolling. So, I mean, we could keep going. Yes, we could keep going and, you know, reinforce more things and all of that stuff. But honestly, I'm not really inclined to do that because I feel like we've kind of done everything we need to with this stuff. You know, put walls back together, put spikes down. We've done this multiple times. We know this particular building, while not perfect, does actually work just fine. So I'm going to go ahead and call this a series right here. It's actually been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed this one. And if I remember right, I think we've died, yeah, I was going to say, I think it was 2 times. So 2 deaths, not too bad. Just under 1,000 zombie kills. Wow, why did that come out like that? I don't know. Zombie kills. I can actually say that normally. All in all, pretty good. I had a good time with it. We do have more 7 days stuff lined up. You might recall that before the end of the year, there was a streaming-only Walking Dead series. We're going to be returning to that. I'm not sure what the exact format will be because previously that was a streaming-only series with long days and long nights. So I'm going to figure out how I'm going to do that. We do, of course, have some Conan stuff going on the channel. I am still playing Empyrean, so if you are interested in those other games, I do recommend checking them out. They're all a little different. They all do things differently. They're all, they're all pretty enjoyable, even if Conan needs a little single-player help. But for right now, you can see I've even been working while I've been waiting for stuff to happen in the hopes that everything would work out okay, but things didn't, so that's all right. I will catch you on the next one, I hope. So for right now, I'm going to say, for Standard Recording Cat, we're out of here. So catch you on the next one. Till then, thanks for watching. See you later.